So, hi. Mag-i-intro pa ba? Mag-i-intro ako kasi, kasama sa, kailangan. So, hi, I'm Shane. And you might be wondering kung bakit ako yung nasa harap nyo since iba yung nasa calendar, iba yung nasa sked. Well, a story behind it is last week kasi during sharing, nag-share tong isang to na pinag-iisipan niya kung magbibigay ba siya this week dun sa schedule niya nga. Eh ako, naisip ko, sa 23 kasi sa schedule ko, may prior commitment ako. So like, sabi ko, what if makipagpalit na lang ako kasi parang masasolve naman parehong dilemma namin. So, pagpalit na ako. And at first, may regret sa akin kung ba't pa ako nag-isip. Ba't ko ba naisip na makipagpalit dito sa tao na to? Pero, in my mind, sinisisi ko yung sarili ko kasi alam ko na hindi ko naman pinag-isipan. Parang out of impulsiveness na naman yung decision ko na yun. And though nagsisisi ako nung time na yun, wala na akong choice kasi nahihiya na ako mag-chat sa kanya na okay, pagbalik na lang kaya ako uli. Kasi parang mas gusto ko yung sa 23, pero it's not about what I want. So yun no, that night, pagbalik ko sa upuan ko after the sharing, nag-search agad ako ng gospel and more about the gospel. I was hoping na makakabasa o makakakita ko ng something na mas makapagpaintindi sa akin ng gospel. Pero wala akong nakita. So like naisip ko na bakit ko ba ito ginawa? Ano ba naman ginawa ko? Kasi nahihirapan ako. E nauuna sa akin yung pride ba, yung yabang na magigets ko agad yung gospel. O baka pag paulit-ulit kong basahin, maging fruitful ako. Kaso, ang lalim kasi talaga. And then, I did what I always do whenever I find something hard. And that is to give up. Pero hindi naman give up na, i-give up ko na dun sa totoong nasisked. Pero to give myself time to think and to actually reflect on the gospel. Tapos, a day after that break, that giving up, may nakita ako sa feed ko, hindi sa feed sa Facebook, actually sa YouTube, kasi doon na ako talaga nagsiscroll. Tapos, nakita ko tong reflection ng isang priest on that same gospel, just Matthew 11:25-27. And he was sharing about his father na tricycle driver daw. And compared to him, yung tatay niya, wala namang in-depth knowledge about God, Jesus, and all. Pero siya, meron siyang years of studying ng theology and such para before siya naging pare. Pero yung pinaka-turning point niya was nung, pasuko na raw siya sa pagka-seminaryo niya. And dun siya sa tatay niya nanghingi ng push. Dun siya nanghingi ng advice. And sabi ng tatay niya, ang sabi ng tatay niya, sinusubukan ka lang, kumapit ka sa kanya. And that's when he shared not to study God, but experience Him. Like how he spent years of studying theology, pero yung tatay niya, he spent his life not studying, pero experiencing God. And after reading that, after listening that, after watching that video, doon ako nagkaroon ng drive to write this. Kasi I realized rin na I was treating yung Bible ko as one of my modules and yung passage as one of my past readings or like a test question na feeling ko, since mahirap, skip ko muna. I saw it as a reviewer and not something that gives salvation. And I think many of us will relate to this kasi most of us naman may pasok na or magkakaroon na ng pasok. Lucky na lang if vacation na. Vacation pa lang. No? Kasi you might experience the dry season of prayer ulit kasi binabasa o inaaral na lang yung Bible. Yung parang nagiging malayo na sa kanya kasi nalalapit na naman sa mga makabundong bagay or like since meron tayong goal to have a better school year, nakakalimutan na yung better that will last in the long run. But let me remind you guys that it's okay to not always understand or study everything. Ang importante is that we approach God like a child. Katulad nga ng song, childlike. Open, humble, and trusting. we don't need to get it right or ace yung Bible na parang graded recitation. We often go to God asking about clarity, direction, or strength to succeed. Pero sometimes, ang gusto lang naman niya magpahinga tayo sa Kanya. Like a child with a loving father. Jesus reveals the Father to those who are willing to surrender, not to those who feel like they have it all figured out. So, let's ask ourselves, are we trying to figure things out on our own? Pero, what if, instead of striving or overthinking everything, we just trust Him like a child? Yung tiwala na meron tayo sa mga tatay natin o sa mga father figures natin. Jesus is inviting us to go beyond head knowledge, to experience intimacy with Him, not just to read or talk about Him, but to make ourselves open to be known by Him. Let this be a time for us to reflect. When was the last time you truly experienced God's presence personally, beyond just knowing about Him? Today's gospel reminds us not to just study God, but experience Him. In this passage, saglit. Mainit talaga. I'm sorry. Okay. Again. Today's gospel says that not just to study God, but experience Him. This passage is about revelation through relationship. Sabi nga, diba, God is personal. Hindi siya revelation through knowledge na since may nabasa tayo, all things will be revealed to us. It's revelation through relationship, a personal relationship with Him. And this is what this passage is really about. Jesus is not looking for the most prepared or most perfect, but for the most open. For the Lord is looking for those ones who are willing to sit with Him like a child and say, Lord, I don't get it. Hindi ko alam, hindi ko ma-figure out, pero I'm willing to stay. And I'm here. And I had an experience of this, I started serving as a choir member. Technically, alam ko naman kung sino yung pinagsiservan ko. Pero like what I always say, laging meron sa aking kulang na kahit anong attend ko sa practices, sa mass, and all the such, feeling ko hindi siya personal. I'd go through with the motion, kakanta ko, I'd attend practices and mass, but I always feel like something is missing. This is something na palagi ko namang sinishare kapag talagang naaalala ko. Lagi kong nafe-feel noon na parang may kulang. So I tried to learn more about Jesus. And I started with Mary kasi nung time na yun, nasa MC pa ako. So, yung recollections namin nung time na yun was laging focus kay Mary since Miriam College na Mariam community. It's always focused about Mary's fiat, Mary's yes, and all those beautiful things. And I'd understand, maiintindihan ko siya sa moment, like, habang nasa recollection, naiintindihan ko siya. Feel ko naman na-absorb ko. Minsan, nagiging emotional pa. Kasi may goosebumps, ano yun. Pero, hindi siya nagsistay sa akin. Yung, at that moment, nafe-feel ko siya, I feel like nasa peak na yung faith ko. Pero, pagtapos, parang wala na naman. And it was draining me actually. I kept on trying. Pero feeling ko, I'm studying something without actually connecting with what I'm studying. Parang hindi ko maintindihan kung ano ba yung ginagawa ko. And eventually, I reached to a point na I had to admit to myself na hindi ko kaya, hindi ko pa kaya, and baka hindi pa ako ready. I was serving, but I was still searching. Yung kahit parang araw-araw na ako nung nasa simbahan at palagi naman ako nag-a-attend ng masses before our classes. Parang may void pa rin sa akin na kung kulang talaga. I really don't know kung ano yung pwede ko pang gawin. So I had to pause. Parang hindi ko na kayang mag-search pa rin kung ano ba yung kulang. I had to admit to myself na titigil muna ako. Pero magsastay ako. And yun yung moment din siguro, like a month after I admitted to myself, dun ko na-meet yung community. And through Verbum Day, I experienced God, not just someone as I read or I sang about. Hindi na parang binabasa ko lang kasi leader ako sa misa or hindi lang kasi kinakanta ko kasi choir naman ako minsan. But someone who met me sa kung nasan ako. I met people who made me want to live my life again. Kasi at that moment, November 2022 was really my lowest. And yung na-meet ko ng mga taong yun, mga taong to, those people na hindi lang basta religious, pero tunay naka-angkla kay Lord. People who practices what they preach. And through that, God slowly filled the emptiness I had been carrying. Ngayon, I don't just serve for the sake of doing it, o kasi nga, may schedule so wala akong choice, I have to serve. I serve with clarity and humility. Hindi ko na kailangang madalain yung sarili ko, and what I need is to stay close to the Father and trust His timing. That's what it means to be a childlike. Not having all the answers, but choosing to stay close to the Father. And now I see it. Serving God is beautiful, but it's meant to overflow from a place of encounter or experience. It's not about doing more na reader ka, nagpo-choir ka, yung iba pa other server, or kung ano pwedeng pag-serve sa kids, kung saan-saan, but through an experience. It's about being with Him, about experiencing Him, and that's what this gospel is inviting us to do. Dito sa Matthew 11:25-27, sinasabi ni Jesus na ang mga bagay ng Diyos ay hindi basta na ipapasa sa matatalino o sa mga eksperto. It's not through intellectual knowledge na makikilala natin ng Diyos. It's through relationship. At kanino niya ito nire-reveal? Sa mga may pusong tulad ng bata. Humble, trusting, and open. Hindi niya sinabing, come to me, all you understand theology. Ang sabi niya, come to me, period. Kahit hindi mo alam lahat, kahit hindi mo pa figured out lahat. And as we reflected on the gospel today, we're reminded that the truths of God are revealed not to the proud or overly learned, but to those with hearts like children, simple, open, and trusting. And maybe some of you guys are tired. Maybe you've been trying so hard to understand, to figure things out, or stay strong. But maybe today, the invitation for us is not to strive, but to rest. Rest in His presence and trust Him like a child. So I invite you now to pause for a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time I let myself be led, not by pressure to understand or perform, but simply by trusting God like a child? Let this be our prayer, to love Him, seek Him, and know Him like a childlike way.